All right, so got some nice textures now. Back to rigging. I'm so tempted to jump back into texturing, but I really should spend some time rigging. That was my gut instinct there. But all right, rig for a little bit. Hello, Shanuvali. Welcome, Shanuvali. Hi, welcome. We're working on this character right now. It's a character I made for a client of mine. Coming out pretty well. But hello, welcome. I'll be lurking about once more. Well, welcome back, Zoom. Enjoy the lurk. The lurk and twerk, as it's known. That. That seems a little too far, right? It's a little evil gremlin face. Interesting. This still feels really uneven here. Gradient. There was like a normalize tool. Oh, nom 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 nom. Crazy frog. Hello. Have you done lives on hard surface unwrapping? I have. I don't have a direct spot to point at because I haven't. I only recently started organizing my streams. But about 2 months ago, I made a hard surface mech character. And that should still be in the lives, but might take a little bit of digging. You're welcome to follow up with me on Discord, and I can try to find that for you. Mouse probably not going to actually open that far for the most part. Num 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 num. I feel like the normals are a little rough. Missing regulation. So, okay, that's better. That's better. All right. Yeah, I did a. It's not too dissimilar from. It's all the same skills at the end of the day. I would say hard surface, just generally you're going to get more triangles. A great game to look at for a good hard surface design is Fallout. Their mechs have really good topology. I need to do that Retopo video sometime. Sorry, one second. I'm back. Gone for 1 second. Num 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 num. Okay. So one thing we are going to do is take the mouth here. And we're going to close the mouth. I'll have to go in and manually close those up. But now that we've done that, what we can actually do is apply the rig. Then we go to our rig itself and use AutoRig Pro as a rig pose tools apply pose. That's rest pose. Bam. Then just matched rig. There we go. Takes a little bit. But then we can just reparent the mesh to the rig. But we actually don't need that displace anymore anyway. And we'll just make sure it's called rig. Okay. Character, I do want to set the name for you. Your eyes are red. Always. Swimming most of my life. But welcome, welcome. Then who's high? You tell me. Welcome, Kai. Hello, hello. How's your day going? And we've got to adjust the spot right here. And make sure it's just set to connected. And then we can actually close this gap for real. Boom. Boom. Okay, that looks good. It's a little messed up right here. Cool. That looks solid. That looks solid. I think generally it's like assumed that you don't want to move your mesh after you're done baking it, but I find that you still have a lot of flexibility afterwards anyway. Thanks for getting back to me, Anya. Going to be good. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm moving everything for your avatars into their own projects so I can work a little bit faster. It's interesting going back to some of my Unity projects now because they're filled with like 20 characters, so it takes a million years to open. Gotta optimize that. Gotta optimize. That will work best right about there. There's my rig. Right there's my rig. Go ahead and pop this down. Yeah, that looks a lot better. We'd be streaming face tracking stuff that isn't Ludi stuff. Most likely, yes. Yeah, I think that would be fun to show. It's nice to show off the face tracking to people. It's exciting. People get pretty hyped about it, I would say. Okay. I think that's good. Switch to wireframe mode. Should be able to actually edit this while it's in position. Pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Haven't checked the tongue. Tongue should be fine, but teeth are clearly good. Nom 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 nom. Let's grab this. That looks weird. That looks weird. Okay, so the tongue does need some reweighting. Back to the rig. In front. Boom. Boom. Okay. Looks like the tongue is holding up well. Reset everything again. Okay, so really the eyes are the last thing we want to get right. So we just want to make sure we've got our blink pose squared away. The eye's too big. Just shrink it just a little. Or just move it back. Just a little. Okay. Do I move them or rotate? I think I have to rotate. Okay, that looks good. And the bottom lid. Ignore the eyelash. Or the eyelash. Why this one? Why is that one just a little bit lower? Everything else is so smooth. Why this one? Item. That looks weird. So I think the lower layer has to move with it exactly. Okay, so these have to be copied. Let's switch out of this view. Doop. It's actually easier to see. Hmm. I might just run an edge loop there. Yeah. So then that will be exactly half the vertex weights. Let's see. Copy. No, we just keep going, copying over. That was wrong. This is right. Bada boom. Which one did I mess up? All right, now that's a clean curve there. Dash, hello, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Forehead's still messed up a little. I want to go back and just smooth that out a little bit up here. Ah, we need the other way. Okay. Should work. That should work. Then I can run a cut right here. Boom. No, not quite. Huh. Was a way to do it. Because I normalized them. Okay, so basically, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to copy the vertex values and then switch the head to 0.5, which puts them this in between position. And I think that will help prevent a lot of the normals from looking odd. But I have to do that for every single one. Yeah, I just have to do it manually. This doesn't take too long. I'm doing it wrong. This one. Oh, yeah. No, no. No, that's what I thought. Yeah, match those. Now I'm matching these. This loop is this one. This one's not moving. Only those ones are moving. Gotcha. Okay, only copying these ones. Copy. Copy. Um, Gotta be a fast way to do this. Okay. Nice. So then on this one, now we can add the 0.5 for the head. Copy to select it. So let's back up. Let's say 0.75. All right. Oh, you know what? Oh, duh. I could totally go the other way. I could just make this. Interesting. Okay. I think there's ways to do that really quick once I'm good enough at figuring this stuff out. Yeah, it's got to be some smart ways to do that really effectively. But for now, we have probably some of the best eye rigging I've done yet. Awesome. Okay, so what we're going to do now is take the pose and we're going to save this because AutoRig Pro has a nice way to add a blink pose. There, there, there. So that means is that I can just close it to get back to that good look. Now for our eyelids, I'm going to go ahead before I add any eyebrow weight. We're going to transfer the data this way. Transfer vertex groups, bada boom. And then, still not that great. It's okay. Oh, thought of something. Okay, so we'll move it a little bit, both of them. Then, if I open both of these, we'll select the eyelash, those. Okay. So it's not quite the same amount, but I would want the eyelash to kind of stay with this. So can I do this? No. I can't copy between different meshes. So I could combine the eyelash for now, then copy. Okay. Back up as a separate object. I'm going to actually just delete all weights from the eye. Mm. Okay, yeah, I was right. Still can't combine between. There we go. Okay, now it's working. Let's say about right there. Copy that. How's the day going, Dash? What are you up to? Sorry to be so distracted. I'm just absorbed. Make my own VRC character right now. Well, good. That's exciting. What's the character? At least I'm trying. It's a struggle sometimes. Struggle sometimes. Fun. But it can be painful. Interesting. Hmm. I have a better idea. Let's this is taking too long. Furry dragon. Exciting. Is it a specific species or your own design? Let's go ahead and delete all the vertex groups. What we'll do is we're actually just going to take just this segment right here, like this, duplicate it, separate it, and I'm going to call this underscore mesh data by loop weights. Then send that to the shadow zone. Oof, it's gone. All right. So instead of transferring the data there, we'll use the loops. How's that work? I bet that works better. Close. Now I found a drawing online and I liked it. Nice. There we go. Much, much better. Pretty sure. It looks better. Yeah, that looks nice. That's pretty freaking clean. Nice. Excuse me. That's satisfying to make. What hasn't been rigged yet? I think we still need to do the shoulder, right? This is out of order. Should be like that. All right, let's get the arm and stuff. bad. That looks cool. But a little bit less movement on the chest, I think. Rig Pro. I want to take the tool, snap, snap. Just easier to work with the IK in this mode. Elbow. 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 That looks good. Hands hold up well. Good. And noise. So right now I'm just getting rid of all the weights that were made by the auto rigging. And I'm going to be using that from scratch. Makes it a lot simpler. Awesome. Now that we've grabbed those, we can take each of the knuckles, shrink them, close them, then we're going to blend them to look nice. They are kind of cockeyed right now too, kind of angled in. That's no good. Hello, Sal. Welcome. Hi. Hope you had a great day. Thank you. It's 1 a.m. here. Done with my Blender texture and practice. We'll head to sleep soon. Well, good on you getting that grind in. Do you draw your details or do you sculpt them and then create a normal map? You're right on the money there. I do a sculpture first, and then I retopologize or make the low poly version around and around the sculpture, high resolution one, and then bake those details once I've got my UV map. So it's taken about a week to really get to the end of texturing. That's generally how long it takes for most of my avatars, I would say. About a full week to get into at least texturing. We're pretty much right on time with this one. But if you're interested in seeing my sculpting process and my retopology process, you go into the my playlists. I do have a playlist for the last avatar I made, um, and I'll be making one for this one as well that kind of identifies what I was working on each day. So if you want to see how I put it together, that will be available soon and is already available with the other avatar. That was Veil, my collaboration with Lindy. I really need to get moving. Need to get that character moving. And when you asked about drawing details, I definitely think that if you can make a high poly object for some element of your character, there's just a lot of benefits for doing as much as you can in the sculpting, which may seem surprising, but it just gives you a lot more to work with once you're actually at texturing. All right. Before I move anything, go ahead and pop open the Outer Rig Pro settings again. This time, we're going to make a fist. We're mirroring it good. All right. Point to rotate that in. And then rotate that in. There we go. Just here to say hi and probably fall asleep any minute. Hi. Hello, Snardum. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I'm assuming it's quite late for you then. Hope you've been doing well. Life is good. Life is good. We're just chilling. This is the avatar we're making right now. I think you saw him last week. So this is how far we've progressed. Not that late, but tired from work. Always tired, but still fun to be had. Very true. But yeah, so we've made some satisfying progress with this character. Really pleased with how the hair's coming out and stuff. I mean, there's a lot of little pieces that I really like this character. Anyway, pleased with my progress. Okay. Wow, really nice design. I tried getting that kind of body, but just the forearm and hand size gets wrong. Often too long fingers. Thankfully, Zoom provided some nice reference. As we've said before, I sometimes pop into lurk a bit if I have time left in my days. Well, I appreciate you coming by then. It's been kind of a calm week after the madness of last month. Um, but we're about to get back into that madness. About to get back in. Just excited about running AI locally, by the way, Sam. Not to drive this chat into AI. No, I've been thinking about it a lot, but it runs, it's smooth, and it's offline/local. It's worth checking out. I'm super interested. I've been looking a lot at crew.ai. I'm not sure if you're familiar. Crew, I'll just type it in. Actually, I can just look it up. I am streaming. I have that power. Very, very interesting stuff. Definitely recommend looking into this. Anyway, AI agents and stuff. I am down for running things locally, but more like AI, more like diffusion models I'd want to run locally. But when it comes to like AI agents and stuff, it does seem to benefit us to use like centralized systems just because they're such large models. But some of the stuff that's going on with AI agents right now is really, really worth paying attention to, because those systems are only going to get better. I want to talk to my computer to have it execute tasks/things. That seems to be what the agent framework, the Crew AI stuff, is kind of for. Is to really make processes and tasks and secretaries and stuff. I got it to work sort of with Open Interpreter. Okay, very cool. Open Interpreter. Well, all right. Now we've got this. Open Interpreter. Oh. Oh, yeah. Very cool. So I tell my computer stuff, and it will say I need to download XYZ. Can I download install? Then I say yes, no, and it will install /not install. Interesting. I did see the little trailer that they had going. Hmm. Yeah, I think this combined with agents probably be exactly what we'll need for some interesting applications. Already with the agent stuff, I think my game plan is actually to create an agent that's constantly listening to my stream and use that to create a list of tasks that are getting action throughout the day. Or I could just tell my AI just by streaming, just be like, oh, hey, do this, or hey, do that. So it's going to be my game plan. Because I always have it on. So it's just like, well, I'm working at least. Kind of an interesting thought. It will say I need to download XYZ. Can I download solid state? Yes, no, install, not install, etc. It can run Python code with OpenInterpreter and go quite far, as I've cut out a YouTube snippet. Oh wow! And it will download the tools, etc. Do it all with prompts like yes, no. My work. And you can have your assistant just watch your stream and you won't need to pay it. That's everyone's gonna have that ability soon. I think, with exactly the kind of stuff we mess around with the open interpreter and these agent crews, it seems like a pretty clear path towards everyone kind of becoming a CEO of a virtual company. It's like the best way to put it. Sounds kind of nebulous on the outside, but I think it is probably the most apt perspective for what the future will be like. Hmm. I have all my hair. Dun, 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 dun. Well, yeah, I will definitely have to check out Open Interpreter as well. That I mean, that's what I'd love to have. I would be very interested in trying it on things like, hey, make a Blender scene with these objects in it, or do this in Blender. Like, I wonder how much you could how tightly you could integrate something like that into a Blender workflow. Like, it must not be that far off from being feasible. Yeah, I wonder how it will handle complex tools like Blender. There was a recently they got an AI model to play Doom, like I just said, LLM model, and they basically made a screen out of letters for certain things, and it's a very interesting idea. And apparently, it was able to play, of course. Otherwise, it wouldn't be newsworthy. But I think that's pretty fascinating. That that's not something I would expect these kinds of tools to generalize to, just an LLM only. But it does seem to work. Um, Read a paper. Sorry, I forgot a bookmark. Starts so much AI stuff. Oh, I don't mind. And it was about a new 3D trick for AIs. What describes those AI suck at 3D, blah, 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 used to, but they used an idea to not have it model a model, but just make a spinning image of something. Ah, interesting. And then use like photogrammetry or a nerf or something. Photogrammetry, yeah. Fascinating. That's super, super fascinating. Huh. Let me look that up. AI spinning image 3D
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Game Dev with AI, round 400.
Okay, I don't think that's it. But around 1 2 week goes, not a YouTube vid. Gotcha. Darn. I'll have to. I need to get my AI agents spun up so I can task them when finding this paper. See, if I had my AI stream the hooked up to my stream, you know, I could have it. No, exactly. Well, you think about it too. It's like if you had an agent that was reading all of the latest papers on how to prompt agents to perform well, couldn't you just have it recursively improve itself? Stop. Let me rephrase that. Tell me what's new the last 1 minute or so. Yeah. Soon, when technology's pace is mind blowing breakthrough every 1 minute, every single minute. Seems like we're not too far off from that. Okay, let's get the body bones. Actually, I never checked the tail. I mean, how cool would that be? And I'm thinking too, it's like, especially with these other Hugging Face models popping up, it's like, it probably wouldn't be that difficult to make a series of agents where I'm talking to the stream and I say, place, generate this object and place it into VR chat. Like, or put it into my Unity project so I can upload it or something. It's like that. It's probably that kind of quality of model will probably be available by the end of the year. It's like that's insane. That's actually insane. Um, and holy moly, we're really gonna have to buckle up. Buckle up. Okay. The eyes are rigged, I believe. But we do need to actually make some other bones. I guess button thigh, ear. Ears we already have. Button thigh. On the other hand, in my classes, when coding students are allowed to use Copilot, they still get stuck on stuff like it should add the line import from package in game. Copilot didn't add it. My application won't work. What should I do? Yeah, the user interface issues we're gonna have with LLMs for a little while. Excuse me. This is the future reality. You have hands, you have a keyboard, and you can still type in one line of code all by yourself. I'm actually really looking forward to making some sort of AI secretary. That's probably like the main thing that I'm going to be focusing my free time on using AI agents for. I think it'll be the most pivotal one. Have some sort of like, you should definitely watch the AI agent video. It's amazing. I think if people take it seriously, you can pretty much start to utilize AI right away. I'm gonna make an AI teaching assistant so I can learn how to be an assistant. Then I'll replace my assistant AI with a teacher AI and swap roles, or just stop working altogether. Yeah, UBI now, please. I would like UBI right now. Bam. Okay, and back to this view. Ubi, Ubi, Ubi sounds scary. Ubi, what now? Ubi, Ubi. And here, bam. Sure is shaping up to be an interesting year with all these advancements, though. Feels like every day I look at the news again, and it's like, holy shit, something crazy, and then another crazy thing, and then another crazy thing. This isn't slowing down at all. That should be good. Still looking at it with my positivity goggles on. I am as well. I'm not cynical about the changes we're gonna have. Yes, but everyone gets more capable and has a much easier ability to take care of themselves in such a world. So I look forward to that. Um, and also, other people who want to care for other people also have a much easier time of doing that. It just seems to me that the collaborators win in a system like that. As in, not collaborators as in working for a government, but people who collaborate together. You know what I mean? Oh, we're gonna have so many hair bones. Oh, Still have the hair tool. Good to see you in your workflow again. Same to you, Kabar. Welcome. Welcome back. Hello, hello. There was a way to make the bone. Mesh edit mode, select hair strands. Control Shift H. Okay. That'd be so useful. Still not moved to 4.0, by the way. Not yet. Not yet. I was waiting on AutoRig Pro, but they have updated now. I suppose it's probably a good time to do it. Difficult. Difficult. I wonder, can I make a... Can I turn a vertex into a set of bones? Blender. Vertex to bone. Not weight painting. Convert mesh to bone. Selected strokes. Wait, what is this? Is some sort of add-on? This looks old. Blender, create bones along select. Can I do curve to bone?
How's it going? So now in traditional fashion, we'll delete the cube. I'll press Shift and A and I'll bring in a circle. Now what I'll do here is I'll drop the vertices down to 12 so we can see what we're doing. I'll then come to the modifier, which is here in the spanner. I'll add in the modifier and I'll add a skin modifier. Now you can immediately see it skinned the object. Control this. This is know exactly where the root bone. Change the display type to bones. And you can one moment, and then I'm going to select create armature. And you can immediately see the results.
Gotcha. Okay, that's pretty easy. I'm going to duplicate the hair. I'm going to we're going to select every tube like this. Select the edge loops. All right. Now I have every edge loop selected, and I'm going to hit collapse. Collapse. Okay, and now we have a bunch of strings. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the modifiers. And I'm going to say add a skin. Set Control A to 0.
Effectively what it does is it can, I'm going to modifier. Now you can, and then I'm going to select create armature.
Separate by loose parts. Let me remove that, re-add it. Or first copy mods. Wonder why. Wonder why. It just doesn't want to make a root. That's okay. So we add skin to this one. I'm going to hide that one because it takes too much space. What's going on? Do I have to add it one at a time? Join. Go ahead and turn them all back on. Recombine them. Okay, now we got this. If I do this, great armature. Interesting bone experiment. If this works, should be a little bit faster. Fingers crossed. That doesn't work. The decimate doesn't work. Funny. What do I do about that? When I decimate. Wait, I have loop tools, space. That's nice. And then ahoy Namers, welcome. Hello, hello. So we're going to do an action record right now. We're going to make a new one. Call this edge check dissolve 2. What are we up to today? Right now we're rigging. So let me show you the progress on Lorien here. Coming out pretty darn well. And right now we're getting hair bones created. I think I found a nice way to quickly make a bunch of hair bones. Hopefully. Go that. Record. Control L. Select, check or deselect. Selected. There's 2. Then dissolve. Separate. Doesn't look right. What is that thing? There we go. This is an add-on. No, geometry to bones manually or well with selections. Exactly. So this thing that I'm using right here, the action recorder, that is an add-on. Well, the action recorder. super handy. I should look in that Axe Recorder still. Is it available for a 4.0 yet, or is it also 3.6? I'm only on 3.6. I don't know. It seemed well supported. Seemed like the GitHub was relatively active. Yeah, so they had a release 3 days ago, so I would assume that it's pretty good. I'll go ahead and paste this in chat. I will Google it. Don't have to Google it for me, but thank you. I'm just lazy. If you had the answer, great. Otherwise, don't bother my last question. No, I'm just happy to share it. I think just for posterity's sake of putting it on the internet, being like, hey, someone will look that up at some point, and they'll find me. All right, so there we go. Then I want to select just the tips. Mark root. Ta-da! Cool. Bunch of bones now. And we'll go ahead and move these to this layer. And then unhide my armature. Maybe. Where is it? Yeah, right here. Ta-da! Bones. Interesting. I don't think that this one had that many. Funny. Is there a way to decimate bones? A lot of wiggly hair bones. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Let's back up a few steps before we turned it into a set of bones. Okay, so now it's just this object with the skin modifier. Yeah, I guess there was that many. Yes, there was that. I also don't think I actually need all the bones at the base. We'll see. How many bones we got? But what are you up to, Kaiser? Hello, welcome. What are you up to? 159. Really? Just this selection? Really? Good name. I guess I should have known that with however many edges I have. Should basically be the same. Still a lot of edges, but not as much. VRC avatar ranking system, was that you? I think we need an ambulance. uh, uh. And we need to select once again all the little tippies. All the little tippies, all the little tippies. All the little tippies, all the little tippies. All right, perfect. So we've got that. It's kind of pretty, actually. I don't like how this looks. Mark root. All right, that'll have to do. That will have to do. Anyway, too tired. You all enjoy your blender time while you can. Runs off with tears in my eyes. Enjoy the rest of your evening, Stardom, and good luck with your work. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for hanging out. I'll be sure to follow up if I test out the open interpreter. I need to do more AI. Be sure to check in case you have new toys and such. You should, yeah. Looking forward to making more new stuff. More new stuff. Just gotta make it through my workload. Zoom. All right. So now, all the hair. A lot of hair. Yeah, I think it's easiest to take the hair, separate it by loose parts. Well, before we do that, let's actually make make a new collection. We'll call middle hair. I'll move that to hair. Okay, that'll make it a lot simpler to do this. And if I need to stitch them back up, organization gets a little easier. Then we'll parent it to the armature with empty groups. And then one at a time, we're going to go through, give it some weight. Might delete that bone. There. Just was not enough. There. At least it's going quick. At least it's going quick. Mm. Whew, so many bones. So many bones. That's still a lot. God damn. The ear tufts. The ear tufts. Tufts. That's too much, actually. Wait. Confused myself. Oh, this is tedious. This kind of stuff definitely just saps my brain power because I'm just staring at. Okay, and then this one, and then this one, and then this one. Almost there. Hello, Val. Welcome. Welcome back. Been a while. Hell of a lot of bones. It is a lot of bones. It is a lot of bones. Gonna be making some bouncy hair. But how you doing, Val? What have you been up to? We're missing bones for these ones. Switching back to viewport display. Went to PAX East recently. About it lately. Oh, very cool. PAX East. Okay. I used to go to the PAX here on the West Coast, or on the West Coast. I'm not on the West Coast anymore, but um, it was fun. It was really cool to see all the different things people were putting together. Definitely a kind of an indie haven, you know. Bunch of nerds, me included though. Um, Went for a few years in a row until COVID was my first time back. Well, I hope you had a great one. Sounds like you did. Sounds like you did. Any games that caught your attention? Some VR improv friends. Very cool. The power of VR. Friendship. There was a cool NES game called Full Quiet I snagged there. Interesting. Ooh. Mm. All right, almost there. Almost there. Almost. Whoa. We're making it. Making it. And how is the improv group going? Remember you guys saying you were working on a movie or something? Am I imagining that? Some sort of movie or show? I feel like I remember hearing that. Yeah, back in August/September. Won most of the awards at the festival it premiered at. Let's go. Let's go, Val. That's awesome. Super cool. That's pretty cool. Any future projects now that you're planning gunning towards? What's kind of curious what your game plan is with this kind of work. Do you want to do like movies or something, or what's kind of your long-term vision, or just having fun with it? Also valid. Having fun is also valid. We're in a very large world for my personal work, but I do plan to start making plans for our next video project. Well, definitely let me know. I'm interested in at least seeing what's going on. Cool to see someone win an award and stuff. It's an exciting space. Oops. So close. That one's broken right there. Hmm. Group is selected right now. I got one. And then there's just this other random one kind of sticking out. It's another hidden tube. I don't think it is, but I think it's this one. Oh, that's easier to tell. Okay, so something else still got some influence on it. Okay, now what we can do is combine all these objects. Boom. Hide. Hide this. Take all these ones. Combine them as well. Select the boundary loops. Grow that selection. Go to head. Head. Sign. Move. Awesome. That looks really good. We still have the middle section to take care of. I have a lot of hair. Um, Nice to figure out a good method for rigging them though. Annoying. I really hate that the change bone layers and view bone layers are like the same button on an alternate hotkey. Who thought of that? That's a bad idea. It wouldn't be so bad if it didn't look like the literal exact same menu. Anyway, not to complain. The rig is mind blowing to me. It takes a while. It takes a while, that's for sure. But thank you. Thank you, Keysign. Welcome back, too. Oh, this separate from my other rig. Where's my other rig? So we got to combine this. Mesh, clean up, delete, loose. All right. Cool hair. Thanks. Thank you. All right. Start combining things with the body. Everything but the tail. Okay. Now for our clothing, Stuff can just be combined here. Let's see what this looks like. So if I add a mesh data transfer and we drop in the body here, transfer vertex groups, and then we parent the clothing to armature, what are we looking at? Looking at some goodness. That worked really well. Oh, duplicate chains. That's because they're on both sides. And we'll go to weight painting and just say smooth, all groups, or actually deform pose bones. That should improve a lot of the quality of the model. A funny pose. Chains are interesting. It's these little guys right here. So these are all the items that are not mirrored. Not mirrored on the model. You know what? What the heck? What I want. That's what I want. There we go. You know, the hair in the ear, I actually should remove the hair bones for it and reparent it just to the head. Yeah. All right. Now, move the dagger. Also move the scroll on its own. Good. Almost there. Also, ooh, the hat. Do I put the hat down? Hats can be so tricky. All right. Before I do that, I actually have to look at the new components that were added in the most recent version of VRChat. We actually did get some new stuff. Some new stuff. You look so awesome. Thank you, Zoom. Sam Dudder, are you a camera guy? No. No, not particularly. Something I always wanted to get into. Um, but I do appreciate photography. Head chop, chop, head chop, chop. Global scale applied to all bones. Target this component. Global scale applied to all bones targeted by this component, ranging from 0 to 1. Should I buy the Nikon 7 6II or the Lumix S5? Yeah, I don't. Honestly don't would not know. I want to know. I don't think I. Excuse me. All right. See, I have no idea. Maybe it has to be a bone though. Right now, I'm just putting in this transform, but not a bone. There's no. There's actually no rig information to provide. So, finish rigging, then we'll test the head bone. Should be fine. Should be. Famous last words. Should be fine. So, in this layer, we'll make this is a little challenging. I have to think because I think I want the hat at the bottom so I can move it around. Did you always do 3D modeling, or did you have another job for this? I've definitely had a lot of different forms of employment. Done a lot of worked at restaurants, hotels, delivered cars, made some worked on video games and stuff. Nothing big video on the video game side of things. Nothing you know of. Um, but I would mostly focus on concept art and like painting and drawing in the past. And it wasn't up until about 4 years ago that I really started trying to learn 3D modeling. Um, I had some experience before then, but this was like when I really started going, okay, time to take it seriously. Let's get super serial. But I love it. I really, really enjoy 3D modeling. Um, it takes a while, but I feel like compared to drawing and painting and a lot of other art forms, with 3D work, everything you learn really does have like a compounding effect. Hello, Proot621. Welcome. Hello, hello. But 3D just kind of continues to give you more to leverage. I'm doing quite well. Doing quite well. We're making a hat. Making a hat. or I should say, we've already made a hat. We're rigging the hat to this character here. This is a client commission I'm working on. We're getting close to finishing some things. Hello, Shatter. Welcome. Welcome. Hello, hello. Hola. Hola. What cute hat you got there? Well, thanks. Thanks. I think it's coming out really well. The avatar's looking cool. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Let me don't mind, I'll show off some of the details on the character. So we've got these pants that have this like cool pattern on them, which is cool. A cool pattern, which is cool. We got this little sash. It has like a nice glossy pattern to it. These gems actually have like a magic that's going on beneath it. It's a little hard to see unless you're in VR, but it's like this swirling energy in there. We got this big scroll. It's looking pretty cool. And guys' eyes have parallax, so they've got depth. It's very fun. Be back sounds good, key sign. And then of course the hat. It's got some nice patterning on it as well. Anyway. Oh yeah, and then a dagger. And then a dagger with his little goo feet. He's got the goo feet. Thank you, Val. Savvy with Radius Magic Toolkit. They would be fire. Or Radius. Radius. It's already gone. Or Scream, whatever that was. Oh yeah, I was looking at this the other day. Very, very cool stuff. Magic system. Bazam! Bazoom! Bazamazoom! Just gotta give Magic the goatsy tickle. Alright, and then going to pattern this with the armature. Actually, the armature is already there. Let's go here. Bam. Take that back. I'm going to take the hat bone and we're going to move it to its own layer. This is kind of annoying to work with these other bones here. We'll call this CC hat stock. Something like that. And then we'll need another one. the brim. One is not symmetrical, so I don't have to worry about it. About naming conventions. Shift D R Z 45. Boom, 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 boom. What resolution do you use for your normal maps and image textures? I use 2048 for almost all of my textures. I export them at 4K, but in Unity, I compress them down to 22K. If I ever get free time again, doubtful though, I want to add that and rebuild my Unity package for my Avi. Having a functional menu and toggles and fine-tuned fizzbones again would be nice. I'm thinking I want that at some point. But for now, I just like my sweet, simple Lorian. You should definitely look if you haven't checked out VR Chat Fury or VC Fury. The next time you work with an avatar, I definitely recommend looking at it because it really simplifies making toggles and kind of integrating animations with your menu and with your avatar. I really can't recommend it enough. So if you do take a crack at an avatar soon, remember VRC Fury. It'll save you probably hours worth of work. And no exaggeration at all. Capstone and second calculus classes have me stressed. Horrible planning on my part. I would be the last person to judge. Planning and me don't get along. Grab the right one for that, yeah. Why is it doing that? It's because I'm not grabbing that. There we go. Boom. And boom. And lastly, boom. And boom. Cool. Now we've got the hat pretty much ready for weight painting. Someday I'll just pay you to unfuck my creations. That's a truth. Don't think about that too much. Oh, I could use the voxelized Auto Rig Pro. Do you use auto normalize when weight painting? I do not use it. I only do it manually. If I'm going to auto normalize, I will do it manually. I will not use the auto normalize feature in here. Where is it? Wherever it is in here. That has I have PTSD over that tool because it took me a long time to figure out why why my weight painting was getting broken. Anyway. I'm not a fan of that. Cool. Hello, Alina Greek. Welcome. Welcome. I personally don't like the auto normalize, I should say. If you know what you're doing with it, it's probably worth getting. Don't know what you're doing with it, you're probably gonna be upset. And I don't know what I'm doing with that tool. Oh no, lol. It just okay, so as I understand it, the auto normalize tool basically tries to adjust all the other groups you're weight painting with while you are painting a new group or painting your target group, your active group. So like with the auto normalize, you can paint one spot and so for example, the arm and shoulder, you'll have the arm you're painting the arm and you're actually undoing the weight you painted for the shoulder at the same time. So that's really what you want to watch out for. How's your streaming? It's going really well. It's going quite well. We're in our second stream for the day, my second half of the day here. Yeah, make sure every spot adds up to 1. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Here, I'll show you the character, Alina. So this is the character we made. This is for my client here. The character's name is Lorian. He's like an imp and a genie inspired character. So coming out really well. We're just kind of hoping to finish him by Thursday or Friday this week. Your character's cool. Thank you, Alina. Thank you. The scroll turned out awesome. Thanks. Yeah, I like the little crinkly pages on the inside. It's very satisfying. Crinkly. don't need to. Well, I do need to kind of turn on the body. I want to see the ears. Well, graphic design. Do promote small Twitch streamers. I appreciate it. I'm not in the lookout for any sort of work hiring at the moment. But I do appreciate your interest. Oh, why is the hat like that? Oh no. Oh no. What the? Um. Hat brim. So delete all locked groups. Unlocked groups. I appreciate it. I am okay though. I'm not in a need of getting any designs at the moment. I appreciate it, but if you're just gonna solicit people for work, I would prefer not to share it with you. If you're interested in learning Blender and things like that, I'll share. But if you're just gonna poach people for work, I'm not going to share it with you. Sorry. There we go. Then just need the final body for the nom 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 nom. You go, Sam. I'm off to the land of dreams. Until tomorrow. Get some good rest, Zoom. Looking forward to seeing where we get tomorrow with Lorian. But work's going well. And enjoy your rest. Bye, Zoom. Bye. Good night. Boing, boing, boing. Um, not quite sure the best way to rig these. I think that for here, we have to merge the body. I don't think that's any other way. So let's actually go ahead and make a copy. And it's time to merge. Free body merge. Bam. So we'll take the body and we'll apply the mirror. Then we'll take these items, target the body, Bodhi, transfer. Then we can combine the mirror on these clothes, these garments. Bam. And then these ones as well. Okay, so we just have this one clothing object now. All right. And if that's the case, we can actually go ahead and mesh our hair or apply the mirror on the hair. Oh, it has shape keys? Funny. Just has one shape key. Nothing in it. Apply. Rig. Okay. All right, so now we just have these two final collections, two objects. Actually delete that. All right, so we just have body and we just have clothing now. That's all that's left in the scene. We go ahead and add triangulate to both objects. I'm gonna make sure that the body armature is called rig. It is. Now we can use the auto rig pro export settings. Attribute has no attribute type. Okay. Save. Tab. Select. Select similar by based by sides greater or Control T. What time is it for me? It is 4:34 p.m. or that'd be 1600, almost 1700 if you're European. The mouth looks so good. All right, let's add some fizz bones. Usually I'm at least streaming 6 hours a day. I usually work a total of 7 to 8 hours. And I'll usually throw in an extra day on the weekend. Such a nice character. Thank you, Dash. Thank you. I love doing this, and I'm trying to. I kind of right now on some weeks I'll go a little overboard with working a lot, and then other weeks I'll kind of relax. It's more of a relaxed week, because we're gonna be doing a lot more stuff soon. We got a lot of things to, a lot of irons in the fire, you know. Hopefully that's within the realm of possibility for the amount of fizz bones we can have. I think we are pretty close to the limit. Let's just add an avatar descriptor as well. Skin looks cool. That's so cool. Thank you. After in Zin and Jester, we're slowly getting that ethereal skin down. I'm rigging my character. How do I rig digigrade legs? Do you need 3 bones or do I use just 2? You can get away with just 2. Like, so basically the first bend, so you have your thigh and then that first bend before it starts the zigzag, that's for the top bone, and then the bottom bend part, that's for the second bone. So you can split it up that way, in kind of a bipedal, or what's the word, plantigrade leg. If you want to get a real digigrade leg, there are tutorials out there. I think there's even a GitHub for it, and I would definitely recommend using those resources if you want to do it, because it's complicated to do it yourself. Good evening. Hope your day has been going well. It has been going well. We just kind of finished the body rigging, and now we're going to test out some fizz bones. Character's looking really good. Good. Absolutely, Dash. Yeah. It's really cool to do, and I'm pretty sure there's like a whole GitHub around it. We might have too many bones. 303 bones. Oopsies. Looking clean AF. Thank you. Bones. we just generally have too many bones. There is straight up a limit at 256. We probably have too many hair bones. We're gonna have to go back and dissolve a lot of the hair bones. Components, we can have 16 components. Okay, yeah, we're totally fine on the amount of components here. Easy. We're over on texture memory usage. So what's nice is these masks here are very good targets for optimization. So we'll set that to 1024 for those. And the ambient occlusion. That should be good with that. Cool. All right, so we need to eliminate 49 bones. Yeah, 49 bones. Okay, so, and I'm gonna just assume that all of them are in the hair, because they are. Not really a question. They're definitely in the hair. So we'll start with these ones. I think we can just move the origin of movement down a little bit. So that's 20 bones. So now we only need to dissolve 23. Dissolve or delete. 23 minus 2, 21 now. 19. 17. 15. I spilled a whole cup of hot chocolate all over my desk and tablet yesterday. No, I thought it would be broken because of a lot of liquid leaking out of it, but surprisingly, it still works. Well, that's good. That's good. Tablets are decently durable. But that's definitely rough, though. Nothing's worse than that moment of going, "Oh my God, is my computer broken?" Out of everything I can afford to break, the computer is not one of them. What are we at? 273. So still 73. 13. Ugh. No. 7. 7 bones. Now it's just 5. I could probably get away with these ones. 5. Now it's 3. poop. I wish I had started with these ones because I don't need any of them. Well, that's definitely more than enough there. Before I do that, though, all right, everything's still attached. That's good. This tab was broke. It would suck because they don't make it anymore. Luckily, my PC was safe as well. There we go. Now we're at the medium ranking. Right? Medium ranking. Right? Gorgeous. Perfect. Powerful. Yes. Medium is pretty great for an avatar of this fidelity. Thanks. Thanks. Yeah, I really do enjoy kind of. There's a satisfaction that reminds me of when I was a kid, I used to trace dinosaurs out of books, of like making sure everything's just like properly fits. I don't know. Tickles my brain in a similar way. Actually, this one should just be at. And for all of these, we'll add an endpoint of 0.1. Gives us the little additional pieces. Usually, for my hair, I attach it to the hair parent. Then parent. Okay, we got another 10 minutes and then we'll be calling it for today. Let's just see how things move. hat's weird as fuck. Something with the hat's broken. The way the inside is moving much more than the rest. So I'll have to fix that. Tail looks cool. I think we can give it some different options. Excuse me. All right, that looks good. Copy that. Paste. Let's do the ears next. I don't want it to clip through the hair. But it seems like it's going to. Correctly, I think he said he wanted them to droop. Oh. Something like that. So this kind of floppiness, floppy quality. It's kind of fun because they'll actually react to gravity. All right. I'm going to do the glider radius. Right. gotta make sure physics are working. Funny. That'll work. Okay. And so these are, we'll still need limit, angle limit, definitely at least 60. Say, yeah, let's say 60. Collision. Just copy that for now. Paste it onto these three. But I do not want collision on the thigh. Yeah. All right. Let's also add a FizzBone collider for the floor. Cool. I always love when the tail like kind of hits the ground. All right, that's good. Hair. Kind of like the hair kind of exactly as it is right now. Nothing crazy, nothing over the top, just it's pretty good at the moment. I'll leave it that like exactly like that. Okay. Move the hat up. It's right there for right now. Actually, I did save the position. So if we go to position hat here, do have it saved here. So copy that. And I'm going to add an empty, which will be target at head. Cool. And it should be 1.4661. Zero. Might as well have just made it a bone. Maybe. I could have. Could have done that. not quite where I want it to be. Very close to where it most likely should be, but I would prefer to be a little bit more precise than this. For now, that's what we'll go with. For the hat brim, we're going to make sure we turn on is animated. Otherwise, it won't work. It looks cool, but something's wrong. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay. Can definitely be worked on for the hat when it comes to the hat. I think what I'd also like to do is double have oh, no. I have 2,000 extra vertices to use. And I think what I'm going to do is actually increase our resolution on the tail. All right, just a nice, that'll make it a little bit smoother. I do just one or two more right at the tip. Now let's look at the hat. Oh, it's already 5. Okay, I think I'll end in just a moment. First, let's see what the heck's going on with this hat. I guess the easiest way to really fix it is just to go ahead and delete all the hats, hat stocks. Um, Grab this edge. Grow that selection here, then grab these. And we're just going to assign those directly. That'll just make it a lot more consistent right at the base of the hat. All right. Show me the wobble hat. Show me the wobble hat. Much better. Much better. Ooh, the tail's fucked up now, though. The hat's just too wobbly. It's just too wobbly. Simply too good. Entering the wobble zone. Oh, 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 oh. Still a little too wobbly. So turn that up even more. I think I'm going to separate the stock and the top of the hat. So copy this component, paste it on both. On the brim, though, we'll drop in these. So on the brim, we will ignore these. On the stock, we will ignore, you may have guessed it, brim. Perfect. Okay. Now, we have both component values. Oh, snap, I just broke that one. There we go. Okay, but now we can adjust them separately. And we'll still need to add Fizzbones for the chains as well. Interesting. The stock behaves a lot. The stock behaves very differently now that I've separated them. I didn't expect that to have a difference. Funny. Okay. So stock, pull, and spring we can turn way down. That's way too much. Just seems oddly like too reactive. That feels better. Turn this up to 1. Much better. Much, much better. Okay. Now I'll focus on the brim. Anyone ever seen a Fievel Goes West? An old movie now. An old movie then. Feels right to me. Something like that. We'll just have to adjust the weight painting to prevent this clipping we're seeing. I also might need to put like a collider just below the hat so that it doesn't bend down. Probably be easier to just use some angle limits though. For now, we'll copy that. All right. Cool. Okay. So now we're in a very, very good spot. I think tomorrow we can get all of Butters. Let's see. We'll have the face rigging, then making toggles. We could finish everything tomorrow. I don't think we will, but the odds are in our favor. Okay, perfect. Well, it is time for me to go ahead and call it a day. I need to get some rest. Thank you for bearing with me today. I'm still kind of recovering just from being in moving slow, but we're going to be picking up the pace as we move towards Friday. Looking forward to doing some funner, cooler stuff. I've got some plans, got some things I want to experiment with, and we'll see you then. See you tomorrow, Sam. Sounds good, Nammers. Enjoy your day. Same to you, Cornfather. Have a good one. Get good rest. I will. That is #1 right now. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hope you all have an amazing rest of your day, morning, afternoon, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye. See you tomorrow. Bye, everyone. If you're new here, hit that follow and subscribe.